gem. First off, let's set the stage. The Usual Suspects is a neo-noir crime thriller that hit theaters on August 16, 1995 in the United States. It was directed by Bryan Singer, who was pretty much a rising star at the time. Singer was only 29 years old when he helmed this project, and it was his second feature film after Public Access in 1993. What makes this even more impressive is that Singer didn't just direct, he was deeply involved in shaping the vision. He worked closely with the screenwriter Christopher McQuarrie, who penned the script and actually won an Academy Award for Best Original Screenplay for it. McQuarrie and Singer had been friends since high school, and this collaboration was like lightning in a bottle. The film was produced by a team including Bryan Singer himself, along with Michael McDonald and Kenneth Kochen. It was distributed by Gramercy Pictures in the U.S. and internationally by various companies like Polygram Filmed Entertainment. Now, let's talk budget, because this is where things get really interesting. The Usual Suspects was made on a shoestring budget of just $6 million. Yeah, you heard that right, $6 million. In today's terms, that's like pocket change for a Hollywood production, but back in the mid-90s, it was modest even then. Despite the low budget, the film looks slick and professional thanks to clever filmmaking techniques. They shot it over 35 days, primarily in Los Angeles and San Pedro, California, with some scenes in New York City to capture that gritty urban feel. The production design by Howard Cummings and cinematography by Newton Thomas Sigel give it this dark, shadowy atmosphere that's perfect for a thriller. Sigel used a lot of low-key lighting and wide-angle lenses to create tension and unease, making every frame feel alive with mystery. The story revolves around a group of criminals who get pulled into a heist that's way bigger than they bargained for. At the center is Verbal Kint, a small-time con artist with a limp who's interviewed by the police after a disastrous event on a ship. Through flashbacks, we learn about how this ragtag crew came together. But remember, no spoilers here. I'm just teasing the setup. The narrative structure is non-linear, jumping between past and present, which keeps you on your toes. It's inspired by classic film noir, but with a modern twist, drawing from movies like The Big Sleep and Double Indemnity, but McQuarrie added his own flair with sharp dialogue and unreliable narration. The title itself comes from a line in Casablanca where the police captain says, "Round up the usual suspects," which fits perfectly with the film's theme of deception and misdirection. What really elevates this movie is the incredible cast. Leading the pack is Kevin Spacey as Verbal Kint. Spacey delivers a performance that's subtle yet mesmerizing. He won the Academy Award for Best Supporting Actor for this role, and it's easy to see why. His portrayal is layered, with physical mannerisms like the limp and a quiet demeanor that draws you in. Then there's Gabriel Byrne as Dean Keaton, a former cop turned criminal trying to go straight. Byrne brings a brooding intensity, making Keaton the moral anchor of the group. Chaz Palminteri plays Dave Coogan, the customs agent interrogating Verbal, and his nonsense attitude